Hi everyone. Just wanted to touch base with you guys and see how you're all going and talk to you about a follow-up system that you may have seen recently that's been shared on some different True Vision pages on Facebook. But I thought I would come to you personally rather than posting one of those videos and just sharing. I'll tell you about what I've done, and I've adopted it this week, and I actually think that it's going to work out quite well. So um, lately I've been thinking about how to build, will continue to build my team and help you guys build your teams, and what we can do to sort of make life a little bit easier. And this follow-up system seems to be really smart, and so far I'm liking it. And I know how busy we all are, so it's so important to have something that's manageable. Now, when I started, all of my team leaders were saying the same thing. Follow up, follow up, follow up is so important, and it's not something that I was ever really comfortable with doing because I always thought follow up translated to annoying people. And so I started off with an Excel spreadsheet, just online, obviously, and putting people's names in and when I would follow up with them. Well, I didn't always have my computer on hand, and I really do like pen to paper. That's how I work best. So I started with a follow-up book that sort of looks like this, with just customer names, the description of their order, and then I would check to see if they received their orders. And then I had another column for gave permission for follow-up, date to follow-up, permission for further follow-up, date for that follow-up. Oh my god, it was just like, it's seriously, I've got one page filled out. I gave up on that one really quickly. It was really just not manageable. So this system that's been shared online is a lot better. I went to just a local sort of bargain shop and it's just a 5-liter storage box, but it's about this size. You just have to find a box that'll fit these small cards that I bought at Officeworks. Now these cards are pretty expensive, so you could pretty well use anything. You could even make your own. But I like that they're sturdy, so I just went and spent the money on them. They were about $23 or $24 for 300 of them, so it was quite pricey. But I figured I saved money in the purchasing the box, because the proper boxes for these cards are about $25 on their own, and then the proper filing system cards, those were around $12 for 26 of them, and you need 31. So what I did is I just went, I was at Officeworks, and I just bought the cards. This one was at just a shop, like a cheap shop next door. That was like $2, so I bought that. And these ones are just the cheap folder dividers, the full-size A4 dividers, and I just grabbed these and I cut them down, and I just used the box that came with the cards to measure, and I keep that box just sort of placed in the back so that it holds, so that the cards don't fall flat. And what you do is, I didn't want to buy an extra packet just for one extra one, so I have 30 of these, so I have a day off, every 2 months. But basically what I do is I fill out my card with any information that I want, my customer information that I want. So the first thing I do is I put their name and maybe a little bit about them, if just anything that's sort of special or unique about them that comes out in my conversation with them, I'll put it across the top. So they might be a grandmother, or they might be a single mom, or anything like that you can put up the top, because it's really important that you are making connections with people. It's more about not being interesting, but showing that you're interested in other people. So try to veer away from making yourself sound really interesting, and and focus all that energy on being interested in the client, and you'll find that it goes a lot further, and you make connections, and they're more likely to come back because they really do appreciate that personal touch. So what I do is I write their name. I put my card back. I write their name, and then I write the date. So it might be 5th of March 2016, trial sent. And then I would put either whether it's Gen 1, Gen 2, or True Elevate. Then once I send it, I just let them know, right, I'll catch up with you in a few days to make sure that you've received the order. And then about 3 business days back, I'll pop it in the date order. So if I send it out on the 5th, I'll find the 8th, and I'll put my card back in the 8th. So this is a bit of a non-negotiable for me. Before I go to bed at night, no matter how tired I am, I just want to pull out the cards on that day that I need to follow up with people. Send them a quick message on Facebook or text or a phone call, whatever it is that they prefer, their method of communication, which is another thing that you can put on these cards. If they prefer a phone call, just put it on the card that they prefer a phone call or a text or whatever. And yeah, so it just really keeps you accountable and keeps you, it's manageable. You don't have to keep going back through Facebook messages to find out who you have to follow up with, who you've sent a trial to. It's all right here, and all the information is on these cards. For me, it's really, really good. It's easy, it's manageable, and it keeps me accountable for actually following up with people. And at the end of the day, you know, I don't think that it is bugging people. I'm starting to get out of the mindset that I'm annoying people and into the mindset where, you know, if these people have contacted me, because I don't push people, and I know none of you push people to buy, or you're not about the sale. You're about helping people. And if these people have contacted you, they've done it on their own accord. So they're interested. And if you come across as seeming uninterested in them after they've shown you that, you know, they're interested in your product, it's probably not the best look that you want for your business. And, you know, I say that not in a judging tone, but it's a realization that I've made because I have been there the whole year, and I'm realizing, you know, there's people out there who I probably could have helped and failed in doing so because I didn't understand the importance of following up with them because I was scared that I would be annoying them. And you know what, to be completely honest, if you're annoying people, they will tell you in not so many words. They will, the conversation will be really short, or they'll say, "No, it didn't work for me, thanks." You will get the impression that the sale is done, that relationship is done, and they've moved on and they're not interested. And you know what? That's perfectly fine. You can make a note of it. And then put it away because you never know. People do come back. They get to a point where maybe when they first started, maybe they weren't genuinely in the right headspace. They weren't genuinely in the right place to make the changes at the time. But that will come. We've all been there. We have all failed. And my motto is, failure means nothing unless you give up permanently. There's always tomorrow. If you have a bad eating day, there's always tomorrow. You can fix it. You can start again. You can pick yourself up and start again. It's like that for us, and it's like that for every single person out there and every single client that you ever have. So don't get rid of your client details. Keep them in your groups. Keep them going, because you never know when one day when they wake up and they're ready, then they'll come back and they'll let you know that they're ready, and they'll try again. All right. And the key to this business is to not give up on anybody. We're not in the business of giving up on people. We're in the business of helping people. And whether that means, you know, giving them a break and picking up a few months later, I never, ever, ever shut somebody down and say, well, you didn't do it last time, so you're not going to do it this time. Just always be there and be of the mindset that when someone is ready to commit, they will commit. But there's no amount of pushing that you can do. There's no amount of convincing that you can do, because you're not them. You're not there, you know, to shove the pills down their throats every morning and every afternoon. It has to be up to them. So I've I veered off on the topic a little bit, but I think that that's a really important message that you take into your business. Just be of the mindset that you are wanting to be there to help people, and you're going to do great. And those people are going to thank you, and be so grateful to you. And they're going to be grateful. They're going to be grateful that you are showing interest in them and that you're following up with them. And I think that's about it for today. So if you've got any questions or any other ideas that you might have that you'd like to bounce off me, just send me a text or give me a call. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.